Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 56.
Watch this.
21.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Gurley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52 to Mike.
They go play action now. Ryan. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down. Their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking deep for Julio. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. It is Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
First down, Rams.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. He's got the first down and more past midfield. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On third down, Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Just beating the play clock is gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's gone. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
180. Five.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ric Flair.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flushed out right. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Cut. 180. We own it.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's a gain of 13, but it's third down.
We go tonight. 120.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 4. We go tonight. 180. Now you won. You ready? Hey, orbit. Watch the car.
Throwing on third. Gone. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47.
20, 56.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Push him back. Push him back. Ready to go.
On first down, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
180. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Haywood.
They'll try the air now with Gall. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Maverick. Hey, let's get this. Begin.
They'll run with Elliott. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. On third down, it's Elliott, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Going to try to jet sweep with Nelson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
10th carry now for Elliott. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now that's Elliott, complete. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Goff now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. J.J. Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Got it. Slam. Got it.
Now Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Jones has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Nice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
This will be taken in at the 1. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a first down throw. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. This is Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Limp. You ain't going nowhere. Hey, check my foot.
To throw is gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Let him go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. This complete to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Here we go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. They can't corral him. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, blue 80. Line 25. 56. Right.
2nd and 15 now. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Raiders continuing to roll. They have opened their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Running with Elliott. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
He's checking.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Hey, red lane. 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got room to run past the 20, and finally taken down at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Goff now looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check curls.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 16. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt He gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
I'm here all day. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch.
Third and long. It's gone. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal.
You got 3 down. Check 52's the mark. Check.
And they will take a knee here.
Ryan on the keeper. The play lost a yard.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis,
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, cocky, I do my dance.